Week 8, the blessing. The daily readings are listed below.
I've been a part of the church all of my life. And one of the things I've known from childhood is that the benediction signifies the ending of the service. Of course, as a child, I didn't know the meaning of the word. I just knew that I wasn't supposed to leave before the benediction was pronounced by the pastor. But as we get older, we start to think we know it all. Some of the principles we were brought up on. By the time I could drive myself to church, I'd come and go when I wanted. Sometimes I'd leave before the end of service just because I could, or because I was headed to work and trying to beat the crowd out of the parking lot. As I became more familiar with the meaning of the benediction, however, I learned that it was God's blessing for his people, and I began to understand the need to remain in the service until the end, as it was a very special part of the worship. This principle was established by God himself and given as a directive to Moses for Aaron and his sons. In Numbers 6:23-26, God tells them specifically what to say when they pray and pronounce this blessing, starting with, "The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you." In other words, God's people need to know that God looks upon them and smiles because he is pleased with them. He is gracious toward them, showing them mercy and favor. He looks in their direction and gives us peace. This is a gift and blessing in itself. It was a long time before I understood how beautiful and meaningful this prayer of blessing would be in my life. This week, I encourage you to grab hold of this beautiful gift and apply it not only to your life, but also to the lives of your children, spouse, family, and friends. When your children leave for school in the morning, pronounce this blessing. When your spouse leaves for work or a trip, pronounce the blessing. When your college-bound young adult leaves for the semester, pronounce the blessing. When a family gathering has come to an end and everyone prepares to leave, pronounce the blessing. You always want to make sure that everyone connected to you is just as blessed, safe, and at peace as you are. Points to ponder. Number 1, did you know the meaning of the word benediction? What is your personal definition of the word? Have you made a habit of audibly praying over your children, family, or friends? Why or why not? Number 3, I've named a few instances where the blessing of the Lord should be pronounced. Can you think of any others? Actions for the week. Make every effort to pronounce the blessing of the Lord over your children or other loved ones this week. Begin to teach your children or someone close you may know the meaning of this blessing and how necessary it is in our lives. Number 3, make every effort to speak the blessing of the Lord over those you come into contact with this week.